Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northern Tasmania Croquet Centre, St Leonards, for the World Croquet Federation Tier 1 PSC Mallets Golf Croquet World Teams Championships. This game is New Zealand taking on England. Jamie Burch from England and Edmund Fordyce from New Zealand. And this is going to be a top clash, this one. Both players are right up there with the rankings. And for the commentary, I'm joined with Chris Clark. G'day, Chris. Welcome back.
Thanks very much.
And also Nelson Morrow from New Zealand.
Hi.
So it's a good match. We've got the number ones.
Yep.
Both the teams. I think it's important to set the match up. So New Zealand have already taken the first doubles, and the second doubles is currently at hoop 12 in the third game, and New Zealand have...
Is the second game, I think, isn't it?
No, it's the third game.
Is it?
And it's hoop 12, New Zealand 6-5 up, and Jack is going to run hoop 12 to take it to hoop 13. So both the first doubles, which went to hoop 13 in the third game, and the second doubles, all going all the way to the end. This match here between the two number ones, Jamie Burch from England and Edmund from New Zealand. I think many people have seen Edmund play before. A very powerful player. Past under 21 world champion.
Yep.
And
twice New Zealand Open champion.
Absolutely. Jamie, the current British Open champion or English Open champion. Known probably more for playing AC than GC.
Absolutely.
But he's played a lot in the last couple of years and has been very much at the top of our game. And they're just competing for hoop 1 in game 1, so they've just started.
Yeah, Edmund's now actually living in the States. He's a croquet pro in America. He's been there for about, I think, 18 months, I think now. And he's enjoying that role.
So that's Jamie just clearing the white ball.
So I'm going to have to change my colours as they're using the other colours.
Yeah, so it'll be green and brown for Jamie, pink and white for Edmund. And we're in quite a neutral position at the moment. This pink doesn't really run. Edmund would try anything that was vaguely possible.
No, not this time.
So he's going to try and force Jamie to clear that. But I think Jamie will probably just play in here. Try and go deep, so the white ball can't clear him very far. I thought probably in the doubles Edmund's play was stronger than Jamie's, so Edmund will probably go into this feeling reasonably confident. But if England can win this other doubles that's going on at hoop 13 behind, it's going to put a lot more pressure on the Kiwis.
Absolutely.
Having already lost to Australia, so you're 0 out of 1, we're 1 out of 1.
That's
having
right.
beaten Ireland.
This is a very important match for New Zealand. You know, if they don't win this today, then of course they will not be advancing to the knockout
defending
stages.
their championship, their title.
And that's the sort of clearance that Jamie plays. I'm going to call it sort of mid-pace clearance. He's moved pink about 10 or 11 yards. If Edmund hits that, pink's going to be off the lawn.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie's not a big hitter. I mean, he's got a much more controlled shot. I think that comes, excuse me, from his AC playing away. You know, he didn't really sort of start with GC, so that's more his style.
And this will be the hoop. Green's already up at hoop 2.
Yep.
No, left hand white.
Nope.
Commentator's curse.
And we're really sort of by hoop 1, the commentary area, so we may just stop talking occasionally while the players get around hoop 1 or hoop 8. And this will show the sort of power. Oh, he's dribbling in the draws.
He's going for a wide position.
That's interesting, because he has deliberately left that open for green. And I thought Edmund would just have smacked that through to the north boundary.
Perhaps he's just wanting to play that cautious game to start the match with and not go for all guns flying. Can we see what's happening up on that far lawn?
Looks like the lighter coloured balls are nearer to the hoop, so I think there's a bit of an advantage for England there, but Jamie's punished that choice by Edmund. I think we'll now... That's interesting again.
Going for a wide position again.
I would have just stopped green away.
Yep.
You've got complete control of the hoop one area if you stop green away.
Yep.
It's this concept of clearing the ball that's just played.
Yep.
I didn't like that as a choice there for Edmund.
Yes, green was the danger ball in a way, as you say, and that's why not get rid of the danger ball.
And again, rather than hitting that in the middle and keeping Brown in front and moving Edmund to a place where he might be able to run it from, he's cut it to the corner. And now I don't know what Ed's going to do. He's in a much weaker position than he was. He might now feel he needs to take the hoop on from the boundary with a jump shot.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
Great hoop. Yes. He likes those. So Jamie goes up to 2.
Sorry, guys, you got that one? I was just fixing up that scoreboard.
Yep, that was to New Zealand.
Okay.
So the general slope of this lawn goes from the right to the left as we're looking at it. Sun's just gone in a bit, so they're not probably quite as fast as they got yesterday afternoon.
No.
Starting about 9.5 seconds in the morning, probably moving to 10.5. And they should get quicker as the week goes on with players walking on them and sunshine and breeze.
Yeah, temperature is about 19 degrees today, a bit of cloud, so not as hot as yesterday. We actually had a very nice afternoon. It got quite warm, but I don't think we're going to have it quite as warm today, but more cloud cover.
So I think you can see in the background we've got all the balls up there, and Levi's about to take on a hoop for the match. So this is for a 2-0 lead. Levi using the pink to try and run hoop 13 in the background. Edmund taking on a power hoop 2, and he's just bounced off that to a lucky position, really.
You can just see that in the background. Levi is preparing to run the 13th hoop to take the match.
Yeah,
and he's done it. Fantastic. Great result for New Zealand.
2-0 to New Zealand. Both at hoop 13 in the third. And all Jamie could do there was move white away and leave pink an open shot.
And
makes it.
Edmund just made the second hoop, so that's 2-0 to New Zealand. Yeah, we've both Chris and I have got probably we're both the team managers for England and New Zealand, so
so hard for me to be the neutral.
No, hardly neutral.
That's a good approach. Nice, it's an uphill approach there. Edmund will shoot at this, I think.
He's missed it.
I don't really think Edmund really hit his full stride in the doubles either.
No.
He was better than Logan.
Yeah. But he wasn't hitting his normal, consistent, but I think in doubles that's often the way. I mean, you don't get as many shots, and therefore sometimes getting that flow going takes a bit of time.
So second attempt, pink at brown. He's got that one. When the first ball plays in and it's straight, at this level, most of the players are taking 2 goes. Even some of the younger Egyptians will take 2 goes, whereas I think we were always taught that the first ball plays in, irrespective of where the opponent ball is, and now that's changing. I certainly always had 2 goes when the opponent was dead straight in front.
But that wasn't really the Egyptian way at the beginning, was it?
No. So good positional shot again. He's 2-0 down. He needs not just to make hoop 3, but ideally to run hoop 3 all the way down to the position in front of 4.
Yeah.
And good opportunity here for Jamie to try and get that block in between white and brown. Sorry, between pink and brown.
Yep.
Pink's not really a runner. It's the wrong side of the corner.
No, he's going for the block.
That's close.
It looks pretty close, doesn't it?
Again, we'll see Edmund's power with this shot. Oh no, he's jumping. So over the green. Probably bounce it before the green.
Oh, that was a good attempt.
It was coming down while it passed the brown. Probably just missed by a ball on the left.
Yep.
And Jamie had a few of these in the doubles, and he only ran them by 3 or 4 yards.
Yep.
Let's see if he can get all the way down to hoop 4. No.
3 or 4 inches.
The only positive about that is green now has the opportunity to hit brown down towards hoop 4. Otherwise, not a lot can be said for not getting further through. And providing white's in front, not leaving a double, I think he'll play this rush of the brown down the lawn. And it's not a tight white, is it? But brown's hampered. You can see he's just checking the shot, brown's shot.
Yeah. And as an AC player, you know, that shot's a lot easier for him because the shot he plays a lot in AC. But he's obviously not going to go for it. So
that to me indicates he's got a double target. He does have the opportunity to rush brown down. He must have some sort of double of white and the hoop. Yep. Has he got the hoop?
Oh, close.
Very close.
Good shot.
That was a good shot.
So green's doesn't look like it's a runner from here.
No, it looks like it's right on the wire.
Where's pink?
So pink's a long way over.
Over on this boundary net.
To the right.
The penalty area.
Because it had that sort of jump shot, didn't it?
Yep.
So he'll be wanting to get pink in hoop running position, in a position where green's blocked from clearing it because of the backswing. So sort of a little bit on the western side of the hoop. Quite tricky to position it that accurately from this far away. Which of your team do you think's playing in the best at the moment? Who's in the best form?
Edmund.
And that's probably because he beat Robbie yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Felix is playing quite well. Levi's starting to settle in, you know, which is obviously it's a new experience for him. He was, I think, a little nervous yesterday, but he now seems to have found his rhythm.
Yeah, I was very surprised this morning because I've watched a lot of Logan this year. He's a member of my club, United, and I rate him very highly. And he was really much weaker than any time I've seen him in the last few months. So that was really what gave us a chance to come back, really. He missed quite a few shots.
Yeah, it's not. I think he finds it quite difficult to get himself in doubles, getting that flow going, you know.
Okay.
And I think he gets better when he gets into his singles.
Okay.
But I think even himself, he's, you know, I think is not totally satisfied with his, percentages.
So now the green can't clear that pink ball. So pink's going to be guaranteed some sort of jump shot, or it could clear the brown. But I don't think there's a lot Jamie can do with this other than just nudge it in front.
I must say I was very impressed with some of Ewan's shots during those doubles. He pulled out some quite spectacular shots.
Yeah, Ewan's been clearly our best player from my perspective so far. Started off very well as soon as he landed, really. He's played a little bit more. He went over to America to play the US Open in January.
Yep.
So a little bit more in form.
Yep.
But then, as we did our practice, Jack started playing incredibly well. And I was really very positive about that. I thought we were going to really hit the ground running. And he hasn't quite made as good a start as I was hoping for.
No.
So who picked up hoop 3?
Hoop 3 was a run
By Jamie.
Jamie, so it's 2-1 to New Zealand.
On the PFC Mallets scoreboard.
A bit surprised that Edmund didn't take that long range jump on, because I fancy Jamie to hit this. If he doesn't clear it far, Pink's in front.
Yep.
So, that's the positive side of it, and it forces your opponent to clear. He's got everything.
He's got everything. Yep.
The downside is Pink's gone quite close to hoop 5.
Yep.
And I'm wondering whether White can squeeze past the green.
I know, might have a double there.
Edmund checking the line. So he'll be aiming for the right-hand half of the green, whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to rush peel it.
No, it's not. Yep.
Almost rush peeled it.
Yep.
Now, the fact that White's gone off the east boundary rather than the south boundary might encourage Jamie to try and jaws this ball. He can run it if he wants, but Pink's in almost runnable position, isn't it?
Yep. But it's north of the ball. If he jaws it, he wouldn't be able to get it out.
But Brown could get it out if he jaws it.
Yep.
It looks like he is running this.
Yep.
So he doesn't seem that worried
So
about...
2-all.
2-all on the PFC Mallets scoreboard.
I think he'd be tempted by this.
I think he will. No,
it's a gentle
No,
game.
he's going gentle. Perhaps a bit more angle than we thought. And gone miles past it, hasn't he?
Remember what we're saying, the hill
Hill's
is right to left.
Yep.
That's not helping the draws there. If
No.
the hill was left to right,
Yep.
you could start it at the far wire
Yep.
and just drift it in.
And also by hitting softly, it's going to be even more accentuated.
Yeah. So most of the players go deep here. I don't. I take hoop position and clear with green.
I was noticing actually when I was watching Robert Fletcher, and he was always going very deep at 5.
Yeah,
never taking position, always going deep.
I don't go there. So White will play in, trying to block Brown's hoop, which isn't easy. It makes for a longer hoop going deeper. There's more play involved. But Green's only got a 11, 12 yarder.
Yep.
And if it misses it, you haven't lost.
No.
So you've got two choices here. You can clear the green.
Yep.
If that White's blocking Brown's hoop, he may well choose to do that.
I think that's what he's going to do.
And held Pink quite well, so this could well be a jump shot. It's not a strong position for Green and Brown here. Again, another reason I'm not dreadfully keen on going deep in the first place.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for a jump. So we should have 2-all on the scoreboard.
No.
Nope, nowhere near.
That's it. Offside. Yep. And a good chance to run this all the way up to hoop 6.
Yep, nice controlled hoop run would be nice. Oh,
no.
Not that controlled.
The players have actually struggled to run these. And we turned up and the ground was very soft. And I thought, it's just going to be easy to run these hoops from anywhere. But they put them in new holes yesterday morning for day 1, and they've really held up very well.
And at once, yesterday they were literally resetting them after every game, which seemed a little enthusiastic.
Today it's after every match.
And now it's every after match. They go in and check them after every game, just to perhaps hammer them in. And if anyone's really bad, they may reset it. But basically, they're only resetting after each match.
This is Edmund's going to hit it hard shot. Looks like he's missed everything there. A good chance for Jamie to just try and get some control at hoop 6 and maybe end up with a ball in the jaws that he can flick off towards 7. What looks like White's got some sort of hampered backswing.
Yep.
It's under hit.
Very under hit.
You do want Brown on that side of the hoop for the flick, but not quite that far away. And this is the sort of shot that you can just miss the peg on the right and drift around and run the hoop.
He's going to go for a little jump.
There's not a lot else to do really, and I'd play it with, you know, pace to reach the hoop and try and hill around the peg.
That's what he's done.
He hasn't hit it hard enough. That just gives Green a... Well, if Green draws is here and Brown's wired from pink, it's a really strong position for Jamie. He's going all out just to run it rather than draws it. Pink's offside.
He nails it.
Oh, he's got a nice little bit of wire, so...
3-all.
That will have gone to somewhere close to runnable, Nelson.
Yeah, looking at the white peg, it's really come through quite an angle, hasn't it?
Yeah. So, downhill hoop approach to hoop 7.
Yep. Yeah, it was quite interesting when we were doing the warm-up, you know, seeing how much you get the right to left run. It was quite accentuated, especially on these two far hoops.
And obviously, as we go into the afternoon and the lawns do pick up pace, that means they become more hilly.
Yeah.
The movement, instead of being 2 to 3 balls, will go to 4 or 5 balls. So quite a good shot. I think he's played from over there. You want it to be in runnable position, but on the long side, and he's got that, I think.
Yep.
Green's a good clearing ball, so Brown's is going to nudge in front. It's gone deep.
Yep, it's in this good runnable position. We had a long day yesterday. Last game didn't finish, which was a New Zealand game, until 8:15. So it was a very long day.
Quite surprising as well, because we're only playing 3 rounds, whereas we played 4 rounds in 2016 at Surbiton. So only 3 rounds to be played, and really the conditions are very benign. There's a gentle breeze, sunshine, and it's nice and mild by lunchtime, isn't it? It's up to about 18 to 20.
Yeah, but our first doubles took over 4 hours yesterday, so that sort of really slowed things down.
Right. So Jamie's missed a fairly short clearance. White might have been blocking him.
Lovely.
Running off the lawn.
Yep, right off.
Nice shot.
Yep. So 4-3 to New Zealand.
And the hoop's not in his way of getting down to 8, so he'll be wanting to let Edmund put the ball back on the boundary so he can work out a wide spot.
Yep. It's always a good tactic to find a wide spot for a ball on the boundary.
And you know, we are mentioning the fact that the lawns aren't dead flat, but they are consistent, I think. And
yep. And by this stage, they should be starting to be able to read the lawns.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fancying getting this wide sort of half the time. Plays it out, lets the hill work. Hasn't quite come in as much as he anticipated. Lots of other games going on. Obviously, the Irish did very well to take the first game of both doubles today.
Yeah. And one was really surprising because they were actually against Robert Fletcher and Greg Fletcher. They were 5-2 down, and they came and won the game 7-6. It was a really amazing result.
But they came back, did Australia, to win the first doubles, and they're 5-1 up in the third game of the second doubles. So it looks like Australia are going to nudge 2-0 ahead in their test. Just a wee bit short there. You always want to be inside that white ball.
Yep.
You want to give yourself the chance of blocking white at the hoop.
Absolutely.
In case Brown gets dispatched. And Edmund will be shooting hard at this Brown. Hit from corner 3 to hoop 8.
Yeah. Hoop 9. No, 7, wasn't it?
Hoop 8.
Was hoop 8, was it? I thought it was 7 when he hit from down on corner 4.
No, I hit from up from corner 3 in front of
Oh,
hoop
right.
8.
Oh, right. Yeah, but that game really changed when Ewan hit that ball out of 8 and managed to get that ball over by 9, and that really changed the swing of the game.
Yep.
And then Jamie ran that quite angled 8.
So can he?
So 5-3 to New Zealand, and Jamie approaching hoop 9.
That's a good shot.
And he has a lovely positional shot. I mean, his positional play on the whole is pretty good.
Yeah, normally his big strength is hoop running, and he's failed a lot of hoops so far.
He has.
But shots like that, keep you in the game.
Yep.
Edmund won't shoot twice about this, I don't think, because it's so far away, the white ball. No, he's aiming up as if he's lining up for it.
It is, yeah.
I think this is far enough away, I might just take position. He's definitely shooting. Missed on
missed on
his right. And we need some sort of protection for this green, don't we? We want to be in running position with brown, but trying to get in the way of Edmund's shot from behind hoop 8. So sort of about 2 feet short of it. And the distance was really good. It's just moved a little bit right to left on him. So it's not a very easy hoop shot.
No, and Edmund's still now got the chance of clearing the green with the white. Nope, and he misses.
In many ways, he's one of the players that reminds me a little bit of myself, in that he walks up to the ball, he casts once over, and he hits it
once, yeah.
Reasonably quick player. I don't hit it anywhere near as hard as he does. But it is quite a fluent technique, isn't it?
It is. So he takes no time about it. It's just about instinctive, I find.
Well, better, but still not in the northern half of the lawn.
No.
Runs the hoop. 5-4 on the PFC Mallets scoreboard.
Yep.
Not bad, a wee bit short. Quite close to green. I mean, Jamie will be fancying taking better position than white. And then I think the interesting thing is, how much does Edmund fancy smashing the green? It's a good positional shot with brown.
Good, very good.
I think he'll just play up there.
Yep.
If pink was better, he might have fancied the smash, but pink isn't quite good enough, and that's a much better white.
Much better white.
Right, Jamie hit this one in the doubles, right in the middle. See if he can channel that mental focus again.
Nope. So that means Brown's going to take a walk. Yes, Edmund was in the winning side 5 years ago in Nelson in New Zealand. And so also Felix was also in that team.
I think we should probably mention Duncan. So Duncan's just taking a break from the game.
Yep.
And Duncan's played at number 1 for New Zealand in 2012, 2016 and 2020. And really a fantastic servant to New Zealand. And he's done incredibly well. So, yeah.
Yes, I think he's sort of putting his career and perhaps a little bit ahead of Croquet at the moment. He's decided to focus more on that.
Yeah, but always a nice player to play against. Played a good tactical game.
Wonderful tactician.
Right, Jamie needs this to avoid 6-4 down with pink in front of 11. It's not that long a clearance. Good shot.
Nice shot.
Just in the middle.
Watch a replay of that one for Super Turf.
Yep, it's a nice fluid swing that Jamie has and hits it nicely in the middle.
Now, if Edmund's confident, he can sort of go back and clear brown hard again, keeping white in front of the hoop. But you've got to be playing well to do that shot.
It's a red shot, really, isn't it?
It's a Jack good shot. He hits it mid-pace and he'll clear brown 15 20 yards and he'll stay in front.
Yes, I remember playing Jack in the 2022 Worlds in England when he was only 15, and he already had huge potential then.
So that's the sort of place that I always coach the young Kiwis when I was dealing with them. When we come into these boundary hoops, if you're not sure, take the short boundary, just bide your time. So brown can't clear that white ball any distance. It allows, now you can play pink into position, hopefully hiding it behind the green so brown can't clear it. Then brown can't clear the white very far.
Comment there for you guys, if you can just have a read.
Hi, Nelson.
Just saying, this morning's commentators commentated on the Openshaw in break conditions for the block stage.
Yeah, okay. So if we end up with two teams tied for third, which is a possibility, then we're going to play 3 single games. One's going to be a doubles, and the other 2 are going to be singles. So best sort of 13-point games, 3 games, and the teams can put their players in any doubles formation they want. And then the 2 singles players have to be in order of strength.
Thanks. Yeah, that's right.
It's gone over the top. He tried, I think, to do that little jump over the top.
Yeah. Yes, at the moment, it obviously, I mean, okay, New Zealand's still got to play Ireland tomorrow, and Ireland have had some good results, but I still think, New Zealand would be favourite against the Irish, and obviously England will have to play the top seeds, Australia. So this match is very vital for both England and for New Zealand.
It's more complicated if you get a 3-way playoff, but that's a bit less likely. That sort of personified lots of the play. Jamie's done quite well to sort of win the hoop, and then he's not run it. So 6-4 now to Edmund. Whereas, that was quite a good position he had to get to 5-all. Yeah, so I should say hi to all those in England who are probably up late watching this. Very late.
But I'm sure there's some watching. And also hi to anyone in New Zealand who is watching this on YouTube. I'm sure there'll be a few Kiwis there egging Edmund on.
Nice hoop approach there. New Zealand, we remind viewers, have won this both the last 2 times, 2016 in England, 2020 in New Zealand.
Runner-up in Joburg.
Joburg in 2012. So they've never failed to reach the final. Lost 4-2 to Australia yesterday.
But it was very close, really. I mean, there wasn't a lot in it.
No, absolutely. I mean, lots of these matches have been really close.
No bad shot there.
That's pretty good. I think Jamie needs to at least play with 3 or 4 yards of weight here. Moving either ball isn't bad. And that's good. Edmund's got probably some sort of potential to move both balls.
Yep.
You've always got the risk, if you're aiming on the right hand side of green though, that you rush peel it.
Yep.
Be unlucky, but that's the downside of going for the middle of the target. So he approaches the ball with the mallet pointing a long way left and smashes it, and he's got all 4.
He's got all 4 balls.
Which is not good for him, really. Brown can clear the pink, or it can just take position.
And green can clear the pink.
Yeah. I would just take position here. Don't think there's any value in rushing green in front. Looks like too difficult a shot. So I just nudge this into good position. He's 6-4 down. He needs 11 and 12. That's not straight enough for someone 6-4 down.
No, you want to be in a position where you can get down to 12, don't you?
Yeah. Edmund will just put a ball in. A lovely shot.
Yeah.
Perfect weight.
Perfect weight.
So you're trying to do two things here. You're obviously clearing pink, but you want it to not be able to hit brown.
Yep.
There's two options. You either cut it behind hoop 2 off the boundary, try and get that into play, or you can try and get your green to follow through and finish in between where pink and brown are. But one of those two needs to be the option. He's played the stun behind hoop 2. I don't think that's far away. Might be a bit too far north.
And just making sure he puts it back in the correct position.
And any sort of hit from Edmund here generally moves the ball a long way. But he's missed that one. Now, can Jamie get this 10-yard hoop run that's so important? Much better.
Yep, he's got a good distance on that one.
So it's not in front of 12, but balls that are a little bit south of 12 are quite threatening when you're 6-4 down, 6-5 down.
So 6-5 to Edmund.
Nice big wide area for white to play into, but the peg's a bit in play.
You could find a wide position here quite easily.
I'd be wanting to try and thread it between the peg and the hoop, and I don't think that's easy. Edmund just getting rid of some double banking balls. Ed Wilson, another hard hitter on the lawn next door. Meanwhile, that double still hasn't finished on lawn 2. Still 5-1 in the third. So that's a really long match.
Yes, it's now just after 1 o'clock.
That's 5 hours, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why you end up with long days.
So hasn't the risk going between the hoop
and
and
that
the
probably
peg.
was a wise decision, you know.
And that's just wide open. Brown can just clear that.
Yep.
So it's not a very good ball at all.
No.
I think it was worth the risk of trying to squeeze between that gap. Come on, keep coming. Keep coming. Not bad. Edmund will just play pink in, and Brown will clear white. And Edmund will be left with a smash from the south side boundary. Just need to make sure that this is a runner though. That looks pretty good.
Looks a pretty good ball.
And he's got the block.
Got the block as well.
So that puts a completely different complexion on Brown's shot. It's less likely just to hammer the white away, I would say. I'd probably be clearing pink. Strong favourite, I would say now, pink and white.
It depends on where Brown goes, really, isn't it?
He's done well. He's kept Brown within 10 yards.
Yep.
So white can now play back in. It won't bother shooting at green here. It's too risky.
Yep. Could take out both. The ball in.
But I do think there's a little advantage here for Edmund at 12. It's good length.
Yeah, good length.
It's a very good shot. So you have to move the white here.
Yeah, it's a chance of taking out both balls, isn't it?
Looking at the 3-ball plant.
Yep.
That's pretty high tariff.
You could also end up peeling white, couldn't you?
But there are so many parts to this that I couldn't possibly play anything.
It's good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Brown should be able to clear the white potentially on the left-hand side to a wide spot. So Edmund might think he needs to clear here, but I just play back in and force the good shot out of the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to lose the game at this hoop if you're Edmund. So keep putting the pressure on, keep putting balls in front.
And this game, so much is about pressure, isn't it? You know, putting pressure on your opponent. Don't give them a free run.
So good chance here. Half ball on the left-hand side to wide position is what he's aiming for. So advantage back to Edmund. It'll be a little stun shot away, and Jamie will be forced with a 14-yarder to save the game.
Not what he was looking for, really, is it?
And he ought to be able to hold white as well.
Absolutely.
So he's going to need a lot of good shots to get back into this hoop now.
Yep. A lot of good shots.
Green's going to have to hit, then Brown's going to have to hit, and they're probably going to hit 2 or 3 more after that.
See Reg Bamford in the background. Taking I think he's playing one of the Americans. I imagine he's playing Ben Rothman, or no, he could be playing.
He'll be playing Matthew.
Matthew Essex, of course he would.
Number one. Matthew had a really good win yesterday. Came back from 6-4 down. So
Americans had not a bad, haven't played too badly considering what a nightmare they had getting here.
Jamie, a Solomon grip player. That looks close. No, didn't like it.
I didn't think that looked like it was going to hit. So Edmund for the game. And a game to Edmund's first game to New Zealand, 7-5.
In the background, they've just started, I think, between Jack Good and Logan McCorkindale. Is that right? No,
I think it's Felix playing.
Felix, you're quite right. You are right, yeah. So that's just on hoop 1, game 1.
So it's Jack and Felix,
Yeah. Felix has got the light colour balls.
Yeah, because they're both playing at number 2, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think the umpires have come out and check the hoops.
Yeah, resetting. Well, not resetting, but just making sure they are still solidly in the ground. Perhaps tap them in a little bit.
Right, we'll just join this other game.
Yep,
while
absolutely.
Doing that.
So this is Felix Webby from New Zealand playing Jack Good from England, who's only 18 years of age, and a real, I think, a force to be reckoned with in the future, don't you, Chris?
I think he's really good now. I don't think he's played well so far, but I think he's a really good player.
Yeah, I do too.
Straight away.
Well, as I say, even 2.5 years ago, he was certainly pretty good. Got a very tall mallet. I mean, it's
so it's a big change. He won last year with a mallet that was probably about 8 inches shorter, and he's moved now to about 46 inches, I think. Said he felt he needed the longer mallet. He started the game when he was about 12, and comparatively small in stature. And he's grown a lot over the recent years, and he felt he needed that change. I think he's probably got 2 inches more on it than he actually needs at the moment. But still just trying to get used to that new mallet. But yeah, he's going to be playing, all of these matches this afternoon are going to be big matches. We're going to need 3 out of the 4 in order to get a draw.
Yep. So quite interesting. There's a few players, Jack being one of them, who are going to be playing in the under-21 Worlds in Florida in April. Levi Franks is another one. Blake Fields is another one from the United States.
Yeah, 3 strong players.
Yeah, 3 very, very being in the under 21s, which is just shows the strength of the younger players.
And we've got Sam Cuthbert.
Sam Cuthbert is right. Yeah.
Sam had a good year last year.
Yep.
Really remarkable year given his injury at the under 21.
Oh, I know, that
Worlds.
was just that was terrible. I mean, he's been lucky. He's actually come out of it so well.
Oh, he's done really well, and he's worked hard, and he's had a very positive attitude to it as well. So Felix sort of gradually developing a position here, but I don't think Pink's got an easy hoop. That's just drifted by and is in front and has blocked the shot at Brown. So he'll be trying to rush green into Brown, I think, now. Holding Pink in position. Another player I like with a good pre-shot routine, Felix. That's a good shot.
Yeah, good shot. So cleared both balls. Again, Felix was in the winning side in 2020. He was captain of the New Zealand team this time and also previously in 2020.
Another one of your under 21 world champions.
Absolutely, yes. There's been a few of them, really, haven't there?
Yeah, so 4.
4, yeah. So Duncan Dixon was the first, Josh Freeth the second, and then Felix, and then Edmund.
Yeah. And again, probably an important thing for people who are watching to note. All play a association croquet to a high level.
They do. Felix and Edmund have been in the McRobertson Shield side. Levi is starting to play for AC now and getting quite good quite quickly.
Yep. Fancy should have been in the second invitation event. I think that was a mistake. Felix having a go at this, and he's run it. That's a good shot. That extra power that some of these players have does bully the hoop occasionally, and he's done well to run that from that angle.
We've got a very strong field for the top 2 8s this year. That's which is much stronger than normal.
Now Pink can't get anywhere near this from where I'm looking. I think it's just going to have to play out to the left, or it could try and rush the white up there. That's the other alternative. He's just playing out to the left, and the hill's going to take it further that way, isn't it? Oh no, it's the downhill that way. So clearly going to have to hit something with the white. See if Jack can get improved position. And that's gone a lot straighter than most of these shots, just hilling at the end as we see to the right, but probably only moved 1 or 2 balls. Good to have blocked White's hoop shot. It's not clear how angled Pink is.
It's a bit hard to tell from here, isn't it?
A lovely pre-shot routine. Does
Yep.
it the same thing
Every
every
time.
shot?
He gets his hands and the feet slightly pointed inwards.
And you see it's normally 3 casts and hits on the 4th. Interesting here what we're going to see. Is he going to... Yeah. Jack tends to do a lot of clearing, and because he's very good at hitting in the middle, it works very well. Normally, at the very high levels, and this is a 2v2 match, you take the hoop on when you're within a couple of yards of it every time. And Jack's not clearing that Pink with the expectation that Felix is going to miss the Brown. He's cleared it on the basis if he doesn't hit it in the middle, pink will go a long way away. So we expect Felix to hit it, but he needs to hit it about 80% to be staying nearby.
And Felix is quite a big hard hitter as well. He's got a lot of power.
There you go, hits it on the fourth, but hasn't got it. Got it half ball, it's not good enough.
No.
And this is how Jack gradually builds pressure on people. He'll hit his short clearances in the middle, continually take position, and just wait for their imperfect shots. Yeah, another good shot. Wide from the white. Felix knows what he's unhappy with is his natural shot is to take position to the right of the brown. What he's worried about is if he does that, green then takes position, pink misses, and then brown clears white getting over to hoop 3. Now that's why he's played it deeper. That's why he's played well south of brown, so it can't clear white getting in front of hoop 3 in another rotation's time. So intelligent play. Good length. Very good.
A very good temperament too, Jack, hasn't he?
Yep. Wouldn't surprise me to see him clear white if pink misses. When you can get your opponent shooting from 30 yards away at a ball 6 inches in front of a hoop, every now and then you're going to get lucky and you're going to get rush peeled. And it's particularly important at the even numbered hoops because then you get to play first to the odd numbered hoop and it can be a 3 hoop swing.
Yep.
Shooting at brown.
We're back on this Edmund. Shows you we switch back.
Yeah, if we go back to game 2 of
Edmund versus Jamie in game 2, and they've just I think they've hit 2 balls or 3 balls.
Looks like 2 fantastic shots from Jamie.
Yeah.
Green looks like it's about 7 foot straight, and brown's about 18 inches, almost straight. Unfortunately, brown is blocking green's hoop, I think. But we may see Edmund choose to play in here because brown's blocked green's hoop, and yet that white's played in deep. And 2 options for Jamie. You can either jump over brown and run the hoop, or you can try and block pink at brown. But that's going sort of across the blocking line, so it's more difficult.
And also with that swing you get out.
I don't want to do anything less attacking than either of those 2 options. So like clearing white isn't particularly strong in my opinion. Nice in the background, we've got lovely blue sky, a little bit of cloud cover.
Yep.
And
hardly any wind.
Just a little breeze.
Yeah, just the trees are just moving out there. Yep.
Nice native Australian setting. One thing I've been surprised at since arriving at Tasmania was we flew over lots of hectares of brown flat land.
Yes.
We got to Launceston and it's on a hill.
Yeah, it is. It's very hilly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at times where we're staying, we go down these hills. I think it feels like we're in San Francisco.
So Jamie's still thinking about these 3 options. Most top golf croquet players will have probably taken the jump shot by now. It's straight and it's short. He's going playing the block. He's overhit that. So I think pink can hit at least the middle, if not all of this. And suddenly, from being strong favourite, he might not get a hoop shot.
I think the Australians have just finished their match against Ireland at long last.
No, he has got the block.
Oh, He just missed that.
From my angle here, it looks like he's got at least half of the brown, but he's gone vertical and he's landed it almost in the perfect spot. That's much better. Good length. Nice clearing ball. And again, there's two standard ways to play this. The Egyptians tend to play, as Edmund has here, deep. So you're in a hoop running position. I tend to play to the side. It's a bit more neutral.
Yeah, it makes for a longer hoop in lots of ways, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah. And if we try and analyse why Edmund's decided to do that here, I think it's due to his opponent. He's not playing a power player. No. Jamie might clear that by 15 yards, but he's not going to spank it
to the other end of the court
into corner 4.
No. And that's what often you have to do when you start to play something. You analyse your opponent and know what their strengths and weaknesses are and what kind of game they're going to play.
Yeah. I think this is a good choice. If you clear the pink here, you're almost forced white to take the jump shot on. So I like that choice of shot. The only other alternative is, can he hit green on the left and clear brown with the same shot? I think Edmund will view this as a decent go.
Looks like a jump to me.
Yeah, straight through.
That's a stock shot for Edmund. He does that a lot and he does it well.
And the shot Edmund's just played there was quite a lot longer than the one Jamie turned down at hoop 1.
Yeah. Well, that just shows the difference of the players.
Yeah.
You know, Edmund, there's nothing against Jamie, but I do regard Jamie much more of an AC player, whereas I know Edmund's a good AC player, but I think as a GC player he's really in that real top group.
Yeah, I think the rankings show it quite clearly, and all that ties in with what you just said. Jamie has his strengths, which are mid-pace clearing in the middle and hoop running. And if we think back to Ben Rothman winning the Worlds, they're similar strengths to what Ben had. Wasn't really a power clearer, Ben.
No.
But he kept hitting it straight.
Yep.
Kept hoops alive longer, and eventually the opponent doesn't hit one in the middle.
Yep. And
Ben gradually ground his way to victory.
Yep. And I can even think of when Dennis Bullock got to the final of the back, and that it was all just about consistent hitting. It was nothing, no power in that whatsoever until he got to against an Egyptian, who just completely blew him off the court. And the game in those 20 years has changed quite considerably. There's so many more power hitters now and more consistent in their hitting as well.
Yeah, my view for the past sort of 20 years is that the top isn't a lot stronger, but the middle is.
Yeah.
There's a lot more people players, who can play to 24, 2500. But your top sort of half dozen in the world are playing at similar sorts of standard.
Yeah.
So great clearance from white.
Yep.
Now can Jamie get back and clear the pink? I don't think pink's a runner, so I'd take position here. Maybe it was a better angle than it looked from our commentary position. And Jamie doing sort of the standard thing when you're shooting into the lawn, mid-pace, when you're shooting towards the short boundary, full pace.
Yeah.
I don't think Edmund will be holding too much back here. Aiming at the left-hand side of brown. No, he's lost that. That's gone right-hand side. So this is quite a big advantage now. You're almost forced to clear brown with white, aren't you? Because pink's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
And Edmund's normal clearance is hard, and this is one where you want a medium pace clearance, so be interesting to watch how he changes. Is he going to hit this mid pace? Is he just really confident and say, well, pink's going to clear it, but
Yeah.
you're not clearing it very far.
No.
I think white has to clear this.
As you say, you do want a mid-pace clearance on this, and try and hold with the. And and he's done that very well.
It's a good shot. Not one of his strengths.
No,
But he's
but
played that really well. Jamie goes deep. And he'll be looking probably to clear white on the left-hand side or clear pink.
I don't think white's runnable, so
No.
pink's the danger ball, isn't it?
But if he fancies the hoop and he just wants a hoop shot, you can clear the white here. But I'm going to clear pink all the time.
Yeah.
Just try and just extend the hoop.
Especially because you're not going to send white that far, and for Edmund, to then clear the green is not.
So that's why I said you need to hit the left-hand side of it.
Yeah, and that's what he chose to clear the danger ball, which is pink.
This is where you need to be a good touch player. White needs to take, 3-inch position,
Yep.
blocking green.
Yep.
It sounds easy, but
It's a mistake that I felt Edmund made when they lost that second doubles. He decided to try and clear and block at the same time, where he could have just blocked, and that's when Ewan ran the 13th from the boundary.
yeah. It's a good shot from Edmund. He's got the block. Jamie this time is going straight for the jump. He didn't get the height.
No, but at least cleared the ball.
Edmund now has the advantage. That couple of rotations has gone from Jamie having the advantage back to Edmund. And Jamie's in the same sort of position here. But I think brown has to clear the pink because green's so far away.
Yep.
And again at mid-pace clearance. Now just try and move it 7 or 8 yards. Hitting it in the middle. Even 3 or 4 is fine, isn't it? But
Yeah.
then you're starting to hit it so gently that the hill can come into play. So I want to hit it hard enough that it's going to go pretty straight,
Yep.
but not hard enough that I'm going to lose my ball.
Oh,
That's okay. Just.
that was a little. It wasn't a normal Jamie sort of. It was a slight. Yeah, get up there. Yeah, nice position.
So clear
Clear
this
again,
a little
that's
bit on
great.
the right hand side. Wrong side.
Yep. So it gives Jamie a straight shot from the boundary at hoop 3,
Becoming stronger and stronger this position for Edmund, isn't
and
it?
he can get a very nice close, tight ball in it.
Jamie will be just continuing to shoot at this.
Yeah.
This time, because you go into a short boundary, you can shoot firmly.
Yeah. But when you're shooting all the time, you are on the back foot for winning the hoop, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
The sky has actually cleared a lot more, and there's a lot more blue sky out there. It's looking a lot warmer. This might speed up the lawns a little bit.
Just putting another ball in here. The logic is that even if green clears pink, it's only going to clear it a little way away, and then pink can clear brown. Good attempt, almost got the in off. No need for pink to shoot at brown, but if you're feeling confident, it's a nice shot to take. Checking the angle of brown's hoop shot. Is white in the way? How angled is it? And if he thinks brown's a runner, he's definitely going to shoot it. But if he thinks it can just clear white, he might just go deep. This looks like a hard shot at brown. Trying to hit it on the right. No. And brown will just stop white away here.
Yep.
And the advantage is swung back again towards Jamie. It's one of the things I think is so nice about golf croquet. It can swing within a few shots.
Yep. And it's not, sometimes that swing is not just for one hoop, it can be for 3 hoops.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah. I think white will have a hard go at brown. He's done well to get brown in front, but he hasn't got white off the boundary.
No.
And just moving at that extra 3 yards does make a difference.
Yep. Update on the game. There's not much progress, I don't think.
Still on
that.
hoop 2.
Yep.
So again, right hand side of it. That's great.
Yep, he hit it the right way this time.
Loud applause normally means the Americans have done something good, doesn't it?
It does.
Unless it's followed by bravs, in which case it's the Egyptians. A little bit more reserved.
You can certainly hear what the Americans when they do something right. It's they don't hold back.
So there are 2 legitimate options again here. I always play tight in front and try and block white's hoop. Some people just play off the boundary and turn it into a shooting contest.
Yes. I remember Harry Dodge used to play a lot of that sort of, just go straight back to the boundary and then run from there. I see he's playing a little bit again.
Lovely positional shot there. That was downhill, so a bit more difficult.
But he's blocked it nicely, hasn't he?
Yeah. And he should be in a position where brown can clear pink. So good shot, he's got pink in front. I think brown should clear this. And then white's got a nasty position where it's got to clear green without any positive reward, effectively. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Clear the pink.
Oh, he's lovely. He cleared that beautifully, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, when I'm playing a top player, I don't want to leave their ball in front of the hoop.
No.
You simply know you're going to change an 8-yarder into a 20-yarder. So it is open.
Yeah,
he is open on it, but it's off the south boundary. And again, one of the differences between the women's game and the open game. Very few women would have rushed that all the way off the lawn at 3/4 ball.
Yeah.
And you'd end up with a 12, 15-yard return instead of a 22-yard return.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get this one back. Looking at it. Oh. So he just hit hoop 10 and stayed a couple of inches in front of hoop 10. Edmund's got the choice now. He can either just power it through
Or jump it.
I
think I'll go for the jump myself.
Yeah. Got the half jump effectively, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
But
green's onside.
It's still 2-1 to Edmund, 2-1 to New Zealand, and Edmund also took the first game. A little replay on that. You see how it caught the top of the ball and took the green through as well. Yeah, they're still on hoop 2 on the other game, so they're really having a lengthy battle.
And Jack's that type of player. Jack will keep moving you.
And I like that play. I like that intelligence.
Well, you've got to be good at it, and he is good at it.
And it's unusual for a young player to have that.
It is. Yep. It's also one of the difficult things when you're actually coaching at the top level, because the tactics aren't the same for each player in a team.
No.
Because they've all got different strengths.
Yep.
You want to maximise their strengths.
Absolutely.
So they've stopped now. It looks to me as if they're just waiting for Matthew to play on lawn 5. And now Edmund can go over and play the white. And I think we should say there's been great sportsmanship.
Oh,
these are a bunch of nice players.
And also, even the doubles this morning, there was quite a lot of interaction between the two pairings. You know, they weren't sort of just standing away, and there was a little bit of conversation going on, and a little bit of and I think it's nice to see that.
And doesn't want to block brown at white, and I think he has done. And I think he's not only blocked that, he might have blocked his hoop shot as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not really the place. Yeah, I would come more.
There are lots of balls in the way here now.
Yeah.
Can he squeeze between pink and green and get the right hand side of white? Hopefully hitting it sort of hard. Now he's going vertical. So
He has to go over.
I'm going to take the hoop on if I'm going vertical here. I'm not going to bother clearing white.
No.
Sharp.
Yeah. That's
No.
right. No.
Yep. He's put his hand up. I thought it was clean through. So it's a good shot. 2 all.
So 2 all.
Now here, one of the things is for try, and that's a really good shot. Because you want to try and get green into a position where if pink shoots at it, it risks moving the white. So really playing green, 3 inches short of the white is where you want it here. So you don't want to block any of white from brown, but you do want to threaten that if pink clubs green away, it might move the white. And Edmund's just thinking about this because he could move part of the ball if he goes hard. So he could just play in here.
Try and get perhaps a block on the white from brown.
So I coach moving green here. He's obviously not happy with that white in the background. This is the old-fashioned play. Play in, try and block brown at white.
Yep.
He's got it as well. That looks really close.
But I think that was an intelligent thing to do, because as you say, there's a good chance of clearing the green. He would have cleared the white as well.
Can he squeeze you past the right-hand side of it? No. I clearly had a little bit, because he shot at the balls rather than the hoop, but didn't quite get it. They're really nice lawns to shoot on. They're very smooth.
Yep. God, look where the angle that went at.
I would be critical of that.
Oh, yes, me too.
Because he had an easy hoop and he made no attempt to down the lawn.
No.
And I think it's one of the areas that a lot of the top players can improve is when they get a straightforward hoop.
Especially 5 to 6 too, which is a much shorter distance, much easier to get that ball in front of 6. But that's how the Egyptians always played, wasn't it? They always tended to go through to that north boundary and then have that return clearance shot.
Yep.
Sorry, who got the last one?
Edmund.
Yes, Edmund got the last one, so it's 3-2 to New Zealand. The Egyptians play.
I definitely think it has. There's a clear change between the younger Egyptians and the Egyptians that were playing when I was, in about 2000, let's say, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And, this concept that some of them will shoot twice now.
Yeah.
That some of them occasionally take the first ball out at short range. And I think overall the Egyptians are better jumpers than they were 25 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not that long ago before the game changed, so you had to run the hoop in
Yeah.
one go, and you
Good
weren't
go.
allowed to play a jump shot.
That's right. Well, as Egyptians, who really changed that,
Good
wasn't
shot.
it?
It's a good shot.
Yeah, good clearance by Edmund.
Middle hoops, very, very important.
And it's gone to 1-1 in the other game between Felix and Jack.
If anyone's wondering what the numbers on the sleeves of some of the teams are, it's their sort of how what number they were representing their country in.
Well, New Zealanders have it on their on the hats,
Yeah.
and it also it's not
Nearly got it.
oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that will get to 7 now.
And but it also takes into account the Trans-Tasman, so it's not only it's if they've represented New Zealand in golf croquet, not individually, but in the team's event.
I think it's nice to have that. It's a
Yep.
nice historical record.
Yep. Right, we're up to 19, I think, is the last the hat that Logan has.
Yeah, we're at lower numbers.
Well, you didn't have the Trans-Tasman.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see whether green can get over there or not.
Doesn't look like it from here.
Pink's got a very short clearance on brown.
Yep.
So white will just take position.
So 4-2 to Edmund, and 1-0 to Edmund. Oh, great shot.
Surprised at that.
I know. Why wouldn't you take the short one at that?
I know if he misses, he's on a boundary in front
Yep.
of the hoop,
Yep.
so that's why he's taken it. I just thought pink at it was so short.
Especially when, well, perhaps because block green can't get there.
So he's looking at where he can get to. Let's see.
Oh, where could he get to?
Yeah, that's a runner. And it's blocked. That's brown on the boundary, so that's okay. But yeah, very good shot. Edmund not too worried about it. He's got white near the corner that he thinks he can clear with.
Could even get an in off, possibly.
Maybe. Again, this is the sort of position where if you think pink's in front, I want brown to clear pink. Jenny's very good at that.
She is.
She's very good at just keeping balls not in hoop running position and turning it into a sort of mid-pace clearing battle.
Yeah.
You're always trying to make the game favour your style, aren't you?
You are.
Right, you're trying to block. He's left it miles short.
No, that's not a good.
We might see green going a long way.
Yep. You might even see white going through the hoop.
Yep. Oh, he's jumping.
Oh, wow.
So pink's blocked.
No, he missed it.
That probably explains why brown was so tentative. Didn't want to move anything. Knew that green was in a hoop running position.
There's a question there for you, Chris. Is Chris coaching England?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been doing that for 2 years
4-3
now.
to Edmund.
Yeah.
So what did you say, Chris?
I've been doing that for 2 years
2
now.
years, yeah.
So the Robertson Shield was my last interaction with New Zealand, and I resigned and thanked them for the privilege of being able to play for them. and I was offered a job with Croquet England, as we are now, a charity. And there's so much good being done in England, not just at elite level, but at club level. The amount of volunteer effort, led for the last few years by Beatrice, who's just resigned. But she's done a fantastic job getting committees in all different areas of the sport to improve diversity, improve the number of tournaments we have. We've now got a D-class tournament for golf croquet players, so we've got Open, A, B, C, D. That's a good attempt. Good attempt. So lots of attempts to get more people into tournament croquet, attempts to revitalise association croquet, which hasn't died as much in England as it has in New Zealand and Australia.
No.
It's still very much alive.
But because you also had much, I know from when I was there myself, a much bigger strength. I mean, okay, New Zealand had some top players, but it fell away very quickly.
Yeah.
England had a much better middle group of players, and I think that helped. And also, England always had a very good weekend circuit, and I think that kept AC very much alive and people interested. People got fed up with these long tournaments, and they didn't have the time for them either.
Yeah, the ability to basically drive for 2 hours at a weekend and find a tournament to play in.
Yeah.
And in New Zealand, you get on a plane.
Yeah. It's also, there's a different mindset there. I think that's part of it too. In England, you drive for a couple of hours, you don't care about it. In England, New Zealanders don't. They're not prepared to do it often.
Yeah. Anyway, Jamie's now got back to 4
for all. Yep.
It's a good comeback from 4-2 down, and he needs now to break at hoop 9. Hoop 9 always this critical hoop.
Critical hoop. Yes, they always just say that hoop 9 is the critical hoop. Often is where the game turns.
It's uphill, and it moves south to north. That's getting a round of applause.
Yep, it's certainly runnable.
Is it good enough to have 2 shots at is the question. I'm not sure it is. I might just pop the first one in.
It's a what do you call it, an 80%er? 70%er?
Yeah. I think it's a one-shotter.
Yeah.
So nice sort of semi-deep ball. And White's not got up the hill.
Not got up the hill.
Has it got the block?
I don't think so.
It's close.
He's looking at it.
I mean, we know if he's open on it, he will shoot at it.
Yeah.
Because it's a runner, and pink and White isn't. So if you can get rid of pink, he's almost favourite to win the hoop.
Well, obviously he couldn't hit it, and he's decided that he's going to take the chance that...
it is angled.
It is angled, more angled than I really thought, I think.
I think Edmund might clear brown, He could play sort of power jump, so it's still rising while it hits the far wire, and just try and bully it out of the way. It's a tempter. The alternative is to sort of quarter ball brown on the left, take the south boundary for yourself in front of the hoop, and move brown further west. I think that's what he's going to end up doing. This is too difficult to hoop. It's a good decision by Jamie to let him have a go. Yeah. So quite a thin contact needed here. A quarter to an eighth on the left. Okay. 4, it's now 2-1 to England, game down. So quite a slow progress in that one. This is being hit with some force, so I think he's going for the hoop. Edmund didn't get quite as much cut on it as I thought he wanted to. It's a tough shot though. No.
Don't think he made contact with the hoop, did he?
I think he might have flicked the left-hand wire.
Right.
It's quite easy to regard that type of shot as a free go, but you need to hit the middle of the wire. You need to stay within a few yards of the hoop. White's not got anywhere obvious to go. If it goes in front, green will just clear it.
So he's just going to clear the green.
That makes it more difficult for green to get directly in front of the hoop, and also far riskier because white's all over it in terms of clearing it. So if green takes position, pink will take position as well. So the natural shot here is to clear the white ball.
Yep, and try and stay.
Yeah. There's a concept of clearing the ball that plays before you, and he's going to accept that. It's a super shot.
That's a nice shot. Yeah.
He's going to accept that pink might have a go for the hoop, but
that was a nice shot. That
lovely, lovely shot.
Nice control.
That's the sort of shot that separates different ability levels. That was a really, really good shot. So is it the hoop? It was
the hoop. Takes so little time about it. He just.
So for the first time for quite a long time, England might have a
lead,
little advantage in this match. The last hour has been very much dominated by Edmund. Don't hill in the hoop. Good shot. Nice and straight. Green's got a choice of the hoop or clearing pink towards corner 3, forcing Edmund to have a go at this. And that surprised me. He went for a mid-pacer. He's cleared green. But normally when he shoots, he goes hard, doesn't he?
He does.
Presumably because it is more accurate for him to hit it hard.
Yeah.
So he's increased the length of this, but I would think this is within Jamie's comfort zone. I'm assuming brown isn't in the way of him clearing pink. Perhaps it is. If it is, it'll go for the hoop. Good shot.
Yep. Cleared it nicely.
And I think when I'm about to take on a longish hoop like this, and it's about a 3-yard hoop for brown, having hit the previous shot in the middle is a big confidence builder.
Yep.
And Edmund's not happy. Green's finished directly in the way of his clearance. So he's going to try and hill round. It goes the other way.
It's hilling
No,
in.
it doesn't. It goes this way. It goes
It's
this way.
That's hilling in. Oh, we nearly got it.
Yeah, and straight on. No thought of this now. He's just straight for the hoop.
Yep.
Don't stop pink away. Just run your hoop. Yeah, and for a rare occasion, all the way up to the next one. So, big change round.
5-4 to Jamie.
I know England got into a lot of trouble yesterday against Ireland. We went, I think, 2-1 down to them, and we were losing and behind in some other games, and we managed to drag it back to 4-2 win in the end. So the players have shown the ability to dig deep when they need to, and we certainly need to now. 2-0 down and game down. Good hit from Jack there. Edmund making sure he's on the short boundary side. Brown can't clear white very far. Nice shot there. Good position from Jamie.
Some of the unusual bird sounds from Australia coming in the background.
And he's done well there, because my natural play here is to, if I can't run the hoop with brown, is to clear pink and allow white to have a go. But Jamie's going to press the gear switch, and he's going to try and move up a couple of gears here. Pull out a good hoop shot. This is the ball he ran hoop 9 with. Can he run hoop 10 with the next shot? Yes.
Very good shoot. Yep, and as I say, the momentum has certainly moved in Jamie's direction. So that's 6-4 to Jamie. So 6 for Jamie, 4 for Edmund.
So it's a decent positional shot with white there. I don't think green has got the opportunity of clearing it, so it's going to just have to play in between white and the hoop. Pink was in its way.
Yep.
And it's a good shot.
Not going to get there though.
I think pink should clear this. Not a long shot. I think you have to clear this.
It is the danger ball.
Good
And he's
shot.
cleared it nicely. And then allow Jamie to clear the white.
The difference with this shot is I think Jamie will go mid-pace.
Yeah.
No, it's going. This is a hard shot. I'd go mid-pace at this. Oh, he's got it in the middle. That's big advantage now.
Edmund's probably going to go a bit deep here, I should think.
It's difficult to go deep enough, and he's taken tight position.
He's taking tight.
So brown's all over that white.
Yep.
Green needs to take good hoop running position, not blocking brown. The flag's definitely fluttering a lot more.
They are,
now.
yeah, there's a little bit of wind out there now.
That's going to do the lawns a power good. And he's not played a great shot.
No, it's gone too long.
So
He hasn't got really the advantage there now.
every time you miss a positional shot, it's like missing a 7-yarder.
Yep.
Another good shot.
As Jenny discovered, positional shot is probably the most important.
So advantage Edmund. Brown will still clear the white, but it needs to hit it in the middle. Stay nearby.
No, that's not great.
White can just play back in.
Yep.
I don't think green's a runner.
No.
Green will have to clear the pink.
Yep.
And then brown's going to have a 15-yarder back at white. So make sure here when you're positioning white, it can't
Clear both balls.
exactly, yeah. So you probably play a little bit deeper here to make sure of
Yeah.
that.
So not get in the way of the pink ball. That's good. That's a nice length.
And Jamie's now lining up the hoop.
Is he?
Interesting. He ran a good 4-back. This looks much more angled.
Yeah.
This is tough.
It was a good attempt.
At least it hasn't stayed on the wire,
No.
so it can get down to
That's it.
12. I think there's something to be said here for not running the hoop when you're 6-4 down. Running it to there.
That's not. He actually took that quite gently for him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And also where white is isn't brilliant.
No, because the hill goes the opposite way,
yeah.
so whites can't get position as far as I can tell. I think I'd have probably been interested in just taking position there. This is, come on, in front.
Sort of.
Runnable. And possibly wired from pink. Edmund's just playing down. I think if pink was wired from brown, he might have jumped over green and tried to move pink. So play between pink and the peg here and try and get nicely in front. Or maybe even play to the right of the peg and try to get it to bend round. If you haven't got a gap. I think there's a gap between pink and the peg.
I think so.
One of the things I'm wanting to do here is stop pink being able to run the hoop. That's a wibbly old shot. Edmund might just take the hoop on.
I think he will.
Risky.
Close, very close.
He'll be disappointed with that. He'll expect to hit middle of the wire, I think. And one of Jamie's sort of smooth hoop shots should work here. The draws is a very good position to finish in.
Yep.
There he goes, smoothly through.
Yep.
Game all.
7-5 to Jamie. So, so game all. And up on the far court, the score is...
I think it's 3-2 to Felix. No, it's 3-2 to Jack.
3-2 to Jack.
So thanks for that, Nelson.
No, thank you.
I'll go and try and find you a fellow commentator.
Okay.
But a couple of interesting games.
Yep.
And the test match still in the balance.
In the balance, absolutely. Might just grab a drink myself too. Yeah, have a 5-minute break.
Those eyes, desire, will burn for years and miles. Can't change what's done. Where we begun.
Okay, so those guys have left the building and we're just waiting for the umpire to reset all the hoops before we get into game 3. So 7-6, game 1, game 2, 5-7. Very even matched game in this one at the moment. So if you're enjoying the coverage, let us know where you're watching from and who you barracking for. Who's going to win? Who do you think will take out this match too? we will have one more match coming up after this one. No one's told me what we're doing yet, so I've got no idea what game. Hopefully we're staying on. I can give you a bit of an idea on what could be coming up. So on this lawn, Ewan Burridge is taking on Logan McCorkindale. And on number 5, that's the England versus New Zealand singles game. And on number 5, we've got Benny Rothman taking on William Liu. So William Liu, from South Africa. So that's the United States versus South Africa game. And T King, was it 7-5 or 7-6 first round? Has it 7-5? I've got 7-5 first round. Oh, no, 7-6. Well, I can change that. 7-5 or 7-6. What was the first round? Do you remember? 7-5 or 7-6?
7-6.
7-6 it was in that first game, game 1. As we got Marty coming back. Marty's coming back into the skybox. So as the players, we're just waiting for the players to get back out there. It's a good time for you to go get a drink, have a snack, do what you got to do.
Yes, they're feeding us very well here.
I'll turn your mic back on.
So they're feeding us very well here. I've just had a nice bit of cake and a cup of tea.
Yes, they definitely look after. There's a lot of volunteers.
Marty Clark's joining us. Hi, Marty.
Hello, Nelson.
Yeah, it was a good, interesting 2 games.
Well, one more to go.
How's the Aussies going, Marty?
Much better than they were very early. 2-2, Malcolm and...
Actually, was the first game 7-6? I'm trying now. My memory's thinking. I thought he ran it at hoop 12.
Yeah, your first game. Yes, I think it was a 7-5.
I think it was 7-5. I think it's wrong on the on there. I think it should be 7-5, 5-7. My memory is. I remember seeing Edmund run hoop 12.
Oh.
So it should be 7-5.
Our viewers know more than us, so
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we'll correct that.
I'm sure they'll correct you on there somewhere.
Yeah. They brought it up.
Yeah. Hi to Kerry. Thank you.
So we have got. I can bring up some results.
Yeah, some other results we've got. In the doubles, yes, a very good win for the Spanish against the Egyptians, beating Mohammed Naz and Kamal. That was Nicholas and Juan. And what else have we got there? Reg Bamford and Andrew Hobbs beat Ben Rothman and Tim Balding in that first game. Or was it a second game? I don't know.
Well, that was the match we've already covered.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll refresh it. It might help.
Yeah, that would help. Yep.
Amazing what refreshing something does.
It certainly does. Even us.
There we go.
Right, and Nicholas has lost to Mohammed Naz in that game 7-5. Matthew Esquis beat Reg Bamford 7-5, and Tom Balding beat Judith 7-3. And I think the Australians eventually won that other doubles against Ireland. It was a very long match. Probably well over 5 hours, I think, in the end.
It was a long time. I don't know exactly how long,
but certainly after 1 o'clock before they finished, I think.
Yeah. So they're going back to that Spanish win over Egypt in the doubles. They went to 13 in the decider, and one of the Egyptians, I don't know which one, had a ping at the hoop from 7 yards, hit the left leg and deflected away. Nicholas Denizot had a go at the hoop from similar place, hit the right leg and bounced away. The other Egyptian positioned in front, and then Juan, I think it was.
Juan, yep.
Yeah, walked up and had a go from 7 yards, and he got it.
Straight through.
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
T says, hello Nelson, hope Tasmania is treating the team well.
Yes, very well. Yes, we've been very well looked after.
the smaller West Island of New Zealand.
Yes.
So there's a look at the ladder, Block A and B. And
Yep.
it's B.
So Australia and obviously they have they're on. They had one
So Australia's got the 3
one
matches.
test win, and they are now had 7 wins, 2 losses.
And looks like the players are back out there getting into
Are
it.
they? Okay, all right. Well, let's get underway with game 3.
Yeah, I won't get rid of this. It's not even the right one. Sorry about that. It just likes to play random infos.
Yep. So it's game 3. 1-1 to Edmund and Jamie. England versus New Zealand.
Yep, Edmund's got the first ball
And
in front
England's
of the hoop. Jamie shot at him and missed, and Edmund's doubling up now.
That wind sounds like it's really getting up.
Yeah, it's changed direction, and it's coming in through these gum trees off the side here. It's quite blowy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rubbish falling on lawns 1 and 2. You can just see it falling off the trees and landing in front of the players.
And in the other game, Felix is taking a shot at hoop 7. If he takes this, he would take a 5-2 lead. He's leading 4-2 at the moment.
No, you might want to have a look at that. It's England 4-2 up there.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, they put the things around the wrong way, in my opinion.
Well,
They should have the brown and green on the left and the pink and the white on the right. It makes a lot more sense.
yeah, they've got little flags above the.
Yeah, but my eyes aren't that good. That good.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Edmund just taking the ball back into hoop 1.
Yep.
Jamie is probably looking at a clearance here.
So while we were waffling, green must have hit pink because pink was sitting nicely in front
It
of
was,
the hoop.
yep.
Yeah, it's back there now.
But he looks like he's clearing the white.
Well, he hasn't pasted up, but he's got enough on it.
Yep, a mid-pace clearance.
Things are moseying along, not as slowly as yesterday.
No. It's just really the Australian-Irish was that's probably going to be the latest matches today.
Yeah, there was a little bit of complaining about the approaches to one of the hoops on lawn 2, I think it was, that was slowing them down a bit.
So Jamie looking for another clearance on the pink, which he's done. And he's kept both his balls, in good near shooting positions.
I'm not quite sure where pink went out there though, and pink might be awfully close to that brown. It's green.
Yeah, it
pink,
is.
Yeah, pink's
so
fairly close to brown, so that's...
So that should be going for a
yeah.
rocket.
Yep. And it does.
And it flies.
And not only did... Oh, yeah.
Had not quite got the wiring.
No.
Nearly, but not quite.
Well, distance is your friend anyway.
Mind you, with some of these players, distance makes no difference.
Well, yeah. It's been interesting this morning watching a few of the players, how they line up. Jamie was quite interesting. Watching him from side on, how he flexes his foot when he's aiming.
Yes, everybody have the idiosyncrasies.
Yeah, as we said the other day, yours comes after you hit the ball. You have a little dance for a while. And
yeah, I've got to keep the crowd entertained.
yeah. Well, it's going where he pointed.
It's going right at the hoop.
Yep. Well, I'm sure Edmund won't be shy with this.
He won't be. No.
Warp speed.
You will see that probably on the north boundary.
Yep. The game that Reg is playing against Matthew in the first game, Matthew made hoop 7 and left Reg's ball stuck behind hoop 7. Reg jumped hoop 7 and it hit the jaws of hoop 8 and rejected. It was a pretty fantastic shot, even though it didn't work.
And Matthew won that, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, they're into game 2 now. That's a nice
That's
shot.
a very nice ball. It just stayed in a hoop running position
And
at 2.
possibly wide from White as
It
well.
probably actually gives Edmund a double,
It
a
does.
ball and hoop.
Yep, you can see that here.
Yeah. And if I know Edmund, he will take that on.
Well, especially as White can't see green. You can see the effect of the wind there on his shirt. I'll tell you what, he's looking at it, but we can't see it.
No. But we don't see anything that don't think it went through, did it?
No, I think he missed the left.
No, he missed on the right, did he?
It's a nice brown.
Yeah, no, it's going to be in a nice position as well, isn't it? Yeah, it stayed very true.
Yeah, White couldn't see green though, so
Yep.
it's just coming in, putting in what little pressure it can.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to make too much difference to Jamie.
No.
Yeah, nicely through, and that is 1-1 in game 3.
So your New Zealanders are doing okay today? They're
We
in
are.
fun?
We took both the doubles, so that's really that's what we were looking to do, because having a 2 lead going into the singles puts you in a more comfortable position, really.
Yeah.
That's what we were hoping for yesterday against the Australians, at least to have a 1-1.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
No, and Jamie has missed the ball that Edmund had placed at 3. Edmund will now put another ball in, perhaps looking to block his other ball from green. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't know whether Jamie's got any ball or not. He's having a look.
Yeah, he's not looking overly disappointed. Oh, he's having a think now, though. A bit of a smile and a
Yeah.
so that would tend to by play would tend to indicate that he hasn't got much here.
No. It's quite nice that the players sort of interact in that way. He really got the white. He was hoping for a double clearance, I suppose. That's all he had. That's all he could do. Trying to block, a ball even from there for someone like Edmund, who's such a good jumper, wouldn't make a great deal of difference. But
It was an interesting big hook he had in his follow through there.
he sometimes does that.
Oops.
Well, so placing a ball in front may have been the answer.
That hoop's been a bit of a problem hoop over the 2 days. There's been quite a few that have had an opportunity and
been rejected.
yes.
Well, if it's going to reject, it's rejected to a nice place.
It
anyway.
has, that's right.
Okay. Having a bit of a look at what White's got. I guess he's deciding whether he's going to shoot now or shoot with green.
Yeah.
Looks like he decided not to shoot for this one.
No, he's going to. He doesn't believe that perhaps White can.
It's a nice pace.
A
a bit too quick, isn't he?
quick, yeah.
Well, it's a good effort into the wind.
So Edmund doesn't need to clear the brown now.
He's also got a
Gone-
bit too
gone a
much
bit
pace
quick.
on it.
Well, of course, it's downhill that way. It's
Well, there is a slope that way, yes.
You're going into the downhill direction, aren't you? So
Yes.
he'll attempt to clear with the green on the pink, and he certainly will want to be hitting it on the right.
Yep. Oh, got them both.
He got them both, but in a way that worked better for Edmund because he's kept pink
Close-ish, yeah.
Yep. Edmund will be going for a clearance on the brown and trying to hold with the pink, trying to hold position, not too hard. He's gone a little bit further than he would have hoped. But he has, he's not an unusual style, Evan. He certainly doesn't spend much time, he's just straight up and wham. As Chris Clark was commenting, he said he feels that Edmund has a bit of a style like his own style, for just one swing and done.
He often looks disappointed in his body language, but only briefly, and then he gets over it. Nice touch. A little bit of hoop pressure.
Yep. As I said earlier, Edmund's now living in the States, working as a Croquet pro, spending time in 2 of the American clubs.
So is there a healthy rivalry amongst the coaches? Because
Tom Balding is, Stephen is,
Matthew
Matthew Essex is, and Ben used to be, and isn't anymore. Yes, I think Edmund's in Florida and South Carolina.
Okay. Well, that looks like it. It's a handy little block, or partial block. May actually be a bit more separation there than there appears on the screen. And there was, and he's managed to get one.
Yeah. Pretty angled on the green, isn't it? It's hard to tell how angled it is.
Very angled.
Yeah. But he has. Jamie ran a couple of very good angled hoops. Not hard, just quite gently, but just smoothed them through.
You can see, just from where I'm sitting, you can just see hoop 3, and the green looks a lot more angly in real life than it does on our screen. Anyway,
he didn't like it.
It's more angly now.
Well, no, it's more. It's actually more, it's more runnable now.
Well, it's closer to pink as well. So, that's interesting. No, well, you know Edmund better than I do, but I'm assuming Edmund's gobbling that hoop up with pink from there. So I would have thought green's hitting pink. But
he's decided he's going to take the hoop on.
The hoop of death is our illustrious man. Oh, he's got it in there, but didn't like him all the same. Sat on the leg.
Is it an in-off situation or not?
That's too much ball, I think.
It's too much ball. I think you're right. But he can go into a position where green cannot hit him.
Absolutely.
Cannot run the hoop. And then he's got a jumping situation, possibly.
Yeah, his first place he looked at was a lot closer than
it was.
And more a case of green can't hit me, but now he's sat back a bit for the jump. So Jamie's indicating there that the hoop needs to be
whacked in
or something. Yes.
What's happening on the Felix game? It's 4-3 to
England.
Yeah, and Jack's taking on hoop 8.
Okay, so Brown's endeavouring to hit pink and has.
And Jack has take a 5-3 lead in the other game.
Yep, we can actually see that scoreboard in the background on the screen in front of us.
Oh, we can, absolutely.
Over there where the ant's nest was. Oh, that's in and off.
Yep, he did get it off.
Yeah.
So that goes 2-1 to Edmund in game 3.
Let's see where that white's gone. Because, oh, the replay will help.
Just watch this.
Yeah, so again, there it looks like there's
You
a lot,
didn't believe there was
green.
an in-off there.
Oh, yeah, well, it looked like there was a lot of green in the hoop, but again, in real life, obviously, there was less than it looked on the screen.
Yeah.
And the white, again, has travelled. Okay, the white's travelled down close to 4. It seemed to be headed that way. I'm coming down with green now. Oh no, white went well past. Green's missed the wire. So we've just got a message from the boss saying that Tom Balding has just beaten Judith Hanekom in both games, so 2-0 to win that match. Pink coming down to a nice spot, but where green can deal with it if it wishes.
He was expecting to be a bit closer, I think, to the hoop than this.
Yeah, I think Jamie will want to try and get between pink and hoop. Looks like he's going to have to run. No, he's got plenty of room to run past the third hoop on the inside. Yep, we'll see how much pace he's got and whether this slows down and turns. He's doing that. That is
He's
nice.
turning
that is
nicely.
Very nice. Yep. He's judged that well.
Judged it very well.
Yep.
Got that nice, the little turn in. That's a real sort of right to left swing on these on this lawn.
We're talking about it this morning. There's a ridge underneath that black pipe there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the high point on these.
Oh right, and then it
falls on both sides.
Yeah, we noticed it. It's more distinct the further out you get to the edge on both sides. I found.
It's not enormous, but
but it's certainly
enough.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like he's taking on this hoop.
That's nice angling. We'll get a good look at it.
Yep.
Well, he's done well.
Done well. He's got it into the jaws. So Edmund's only choice is a jump here.
Well, it's not his only choice.
Well, his
He
only
can choose
choice,
not to
but
do anything.
well, true. Well, in terms of getting the hoop.
Yes. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier today. This is that risky one where if you take the jump and you get it, you've stymied your opponent and you've got the hoop and it's all wonderful.
But also that if when you put them through, you've allowed them the first to the next hoop.
Yep. So it's risk versus reward. You need to know what you've practiced and what your range is.
He doesn't like it particularly, I can tell.
Trying to talk himself into it, isn't he? But it's not working.
Is it better to, just be 2-all and the first two hoop 5, or you take the risk and go take a 3-1 lead? But unfortunately, if you put him through, they then get first chance to the next hoop.
Yep.
This game so often comes down to these sort of calculations.
That lawn behind there where Robert's playing, you can see that the score is 5-0 to Robert. But it's not been a slow game.
No.
I mean, not a short game. Sorry. So it's it's a contested game.
Yep. Sometimes scores do not indicate exactly.
Okay, he's talked himself into it.
Yep.
What are we calling? Okay.
Well, it's he didn't get the hoop, but he hasn't put the green through, so a reasonable result in some ways.
Yep, a bit of a think about this. Matthew making another hoop in the background. He's got that one well down the line too.
He's a nice player, isn't he?
Yes. Well, there's a lot of different styles, as you know.
Oh, absolutely. And I like interesting the way he has different grips for different shots.
You should play Ian Burridge in a demonstration game and do,
Yeah,
do a bit of dancing together.
Yeah. Who can jump the highest?
That's right. Right, so everybody's taken nice sedate positions, all awaiting
For this hoop to be run.
Yeah. Okay, so green running gently. Looking like he'd picked a spot that he wants to stop pink's approach to 5. Oh, hello there, volunteer. Well, he's forced pink slightly inside it. Can't quite see where it's going.
Oh, it's gone way too far.
Oh, yes, it has. 2 yards past.
Green went hoop, did it?
Yes, that hoop was to Jamie, so we're 2-all.
Yep.
2-all in game 3.
Okay.
He's going to clear.
That's interesting.
It is.
I guess white is sort of, he can't come short because white, always clearing white there. Okay, but he hasn't kicked up.
Yeah, you needed to come over that a bit more to.
I don't know. He's hung away from pink. It's made pink's clearance a bit more challenging. Pink chooses that. This will just be a double up, I would imagine.
Yep, another ball in.
It's a nice pace off the stick.
It's going a little bit past, I think. Yeah,
not much though.
Still runnable. And I imagine that Jamie will take out the white ball because it's a danger ball. So just again playing the ball that's just been played.
Yeah, he was very quick to walk up to aim. Here it's like he already had an idea in mind. He might be shooting at pink.
No, I think he's shooting at white.
It's pretty. He's shooting at white. Okay. He's got, oh, hello.
Oh, what a great shot! Yes. So with that
I'm not
shot,
sure that was planned, but
oh no, but you've got to have a bit of luck in this game sometimes, and that was beautiful. But also the pace was very nice. I mean, he was going to stay in a nice position there. Yeah.
Yep.
He'll be very happy with that one. And not only does that give him the chance of going 3-2 up, but even 4-2 up because he's in the jaws and he can get a beautiful ball at hoop 6. Yeah, sometimes that's what can turn a game. You know, you a little bit of luck like that on that sort of hoop, and all of a sudden, from being all level, you take a 2 hoop advantage. Yeah. White might have a chance of getting this out, but it's hard to tell exactly where white is. Yeah,
it's hoop high. It's hoop high about.
It's about
5.5, 6 yards away.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's on the right side.
Oh yeah, he can nick
it
as
out.
he goes past the front. He could nick green, and he did.
And he did,
but not enough. Yeah.
But at least that makes getting the ball up to 6 a little bit more difficult.
Yes.
I mean, he can still get it a good way up, but being in the jaws, he can be a lot more accurate.
It's funny. One of the volunteers just came in looking for an invoice because he'd written the scores on the back of it. Okay, so green is.
Oh,
trying for a little control, perhaps.
Well, that's... Sometimes you have an easy hoop like that and you think, oh, this is just so easy, all I've got to do is just put it through, and you just slightly take your eye off the ball. Sometimes having a more difficult hoop, you give a little more concentration to. When it's an easy hoop,
So this screen in front of us is a little bit convex. Right, that's probably what's distorting some of these views, because that green looks like it's resting on the leg, but in real life, off to my right, where I'm sitting, it looks like it's sitting back from the leg a bit.
Hard to tell from here.
Yeah, that's better. That shows a bit of a gap there. So that's definitely jawsable, probably just makeable there. So not great, but not as bad as it could have been.
But it's not on the leg.
No, pink misses.
Must be some American applause here going on, I think.
So I've lost track of where white is. I think we've got pink on the left side of the lawn and white on the... Yes, white's on the right, about where the penalty point is.
Yeah, and on the other game, Jack has taken a 6-4 lead.
Yep. So Brown's just positioned right in front, which is an interesting place to put it because it means it can't get to hoop 6 if he makes 5. So that tends to say that he's jawsing green. Oh.
That was close. So Edmund actually hit the
upright.
Yeah, hit the right.
This is surely
Just the
that's
jaws,
all he was
and
ever doing once he put Brown there.
Yep, and he's back into a very strong position again to get a nice ball at 6 as well as running 5.
Well, it's also given him a little bit of scope to do stuff with Brown here. You know, he's not going to peel green with Brown, but he might fly into white and skim off up the lawn a bit. Or if pink foolishly comes close to Brown, he might try skimming off of pink. I wonder if pink's entertaining any thought about moving the white. No, he's going halfway.
May as well. He's not going to gain much else advantage, is he? And he must make sure he goes able to clear at
okay, so he's just checking
6.
white's shot at green. See whether Brown needs to move it.
And the last thing
decided he's not going to.
We don't need to. I mean, and the last thing you want to do is move it north. So
So I wonder if he's just looking at Brown skimming off pink there, because pink's out in the middle of the lawn, 2 yards left of the peg. I might know. He's looking in real life. He's looking straighter. He's looking like he's peeling green with Brown, and he is.
And he did that nicely. Oh,
Tell
that's
you
a beautiful shot.
If he'd hit that a tiny bit harder, green would have gone closer, and Brown would have blocked white.
Yeah. Now, is he going to take on clearing the pink or not? Oh no, of course
So white's gone to position and green now plays.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's just he's done this to shoot the hoop. So he's shooting the hoop.
He's going to shoot the hoop. He's not going to clear the white.
3-2 score remaining.
3-2 to Jamie.
4-2
to
score,
Jamie.
yeah.
That's what we predicted earlier, isn't it?
Yep.
Good shot.
Yeah, well, that all worked out pretty well.
Come on, Edmund.
Yeah, he's got pink over there nice and quick, and as he does, in front of the hoop. We're having a little bit of a talk again. It's been quite a good-natured game. Unless they're sledging each other like you wouldn't believe, and we don't know it.
Looks like he's shooting at the pink.
Yep.
And he misses. You can probably get white into an attempt a wide position from green.
Background conversation. Trying to stay out of that.
Yeah. No, I think he's gone a bit far.
Yeah. Certainly he isn't blocking any shots at pink, but he's
No.
just second runner.
He's got someone waving their hand in front of the camera there, the volunteer. I don't know if she realises the camera there or not.
I think she does, but she just did that instinctively.
Probably a bit close for our liking.
Don't tell her a joke, and she swings her hand backwards and knock the camera over.
Yeah, her hand comes again.
Okay, pink's going
Right,
through.
so we're 4-3 to Jamie.
Interesting, the pink was off the ground when it went through the hoop. And hit up on the ball a bit.
He does tend to do that.
So, should we get a good look at this, see if he's just picked the slope again. It's a nice pace, and it's twirling a little. Here it comes.
Yeah, now
Yep,
comes the
there
turn.
you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
there we
He's done
go.
well.
Got a
He's
lovely.
done well.
Shame one spin on that. Little leggy.
Edmund's doing the same. He's
Yep.
picked it as well.
He picked the right spot, and it comes down very nicely.
Okay, green coming across the slope isn't coming. I was coming around a little bit now, but not as much. It's still a good shot. There's a channel there for pink to come down through.
So he's looking to remove the brown.
Oh, he's
Oh
got
no,
it.
he went for the wow.
There you go.
Why bother when you can run hoops like that?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
So 4-all.
You shoot at brown, you just don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But yes, he had a good line. He had a good little channel there through
Yeah.
between the balls.
So 4-all, game all. It's sort of all to play for.
Yeah, it's a good brown.
Yeah, good brown. This is important for New Zealand to win this match would give them a 3-0 lead against England, which would put them in a very good position.
Good to have a game of spot the hands there. Whose
Yeah,
hands were
whose
they?
hands those ones?
You should know. It's one of yours.
Oh, yes, it is. It's Logan. That's another good ball.
Yes. So we've got that nicely covered there. So white,
Yeah.
white had obviously shot and gone through.
Logan.
So we've moved down then to a different camera here.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's good to see that shot.
Have a good look at that.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
and all his badges.
Yeah, we can pass on that one.
I'll go move him.
Don't move him. Jim. His name's Jim.
Jim, yeah. Jim Clement.
He's still there. He's looking confused. Oh, no, got the message. Okay.
Free shot, just about. Ooh, and he's
He's done it
been
again,
onto
yeah.
the wire again.
Yep.
That's these quadways. They do tend to do that. If they've got just stickiness about them.
Yeah, if you're not totally committed, which he almost looked like he was trying to go, I'll run this hoop, but if I sits in the jaws, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. And they're hard to jaws. They're much harder hoops to jaws, I think, than the old hoops.
Yeah, I don't think they're too spooky if you're close, but obviously the further back you get, it's harder to jaws.
But if that had been Edmund, he would have just been powering at that.
Absolutely,
he wouldn't be looking at So brings the ball back in. It doesn't look runnable to me.
No, Brown's not so good this one. It's much more up on the leg. Nobody's going and could go in off of it from where they're sitting.
No.
Might have another little rotation of bits and pieces before anything happens.
He's looking at green here.
But this the Nelson Morrow two-step is well known. Oh, yeah. Well, yes it is. Okay, so green near the boundary. Pink was going to put it on the boundary, but has missed.
I think he was trying to cut it on the left though, wasn't he?
So Brown will just, I imagine, tap in front, but it's just a matter of how far out do you want to be so that you don't throw a random in off. And
Yeah, for white.
White is pretty square, so he can go pretty close here. Yep. Looks like something interesting in the background there with Reg and Matthew and a referee out there doing something. Yeah, he's just nudged that one away. Hasn't sat in front himself. Green has the hoop, wants to have a go. Oh, and it was in there and now it's not.
No, it's not. In and out.
Yeah,
So
there is something really interesting going on the other lines. Two referees out there now with Matthew and Reg. Oops, just passing. So Pink appeared to have a fly at the hoop there and hit the left hand upright and vanished.
and the game on the other lawn is Jack has won that 7-4 against Felix Webby. Jack Good from the UK. England, I should say.
Yeah, they're only England at the moment.
Yeah.
Is there any croquet in Northern Ireland? Scotland and Wales, obviously.
Not that I know of. Certainly in. So I certainly played in Southern Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got. It's interesting. Got the wide away. Brown's hit the hoop and bounced on.
Yes, there's no one really anywhere near running this hoop.
Green and brown are in the vicinity, but nothing's
but
any good.
Good.
Really.
No. Imagine he'll just go deep here.
Yep.
Yep, deep ball.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot. Don't need to go to the boundary.
No.
If you're comfortable on the boundary, that's where they're going to hit you too if they hit you. So.
Let's see, let's put it a little bit far. I didn't get the block.
Doesn't look very happy about that, but, you know, I mean, he's got the runner in, it hasn't blocked white. Doesn't need to panic just yet. He's got things he can do with brown.
Yeah.
We'll probably get a good look here of this pink coming flying down.
Yeah,
He's not shooting.
No,
it's
it's
coming
bringing another
in.
ball in.
It's drifting. It's good weight though.
Hmm.
Don't, you know, hasn't blocked white at green. That's good. Well, he's really got to go. He's got to make white a bit more difficult. So it's just a case of, am I hitting it to the boundary or am I going to try and cut it?
He might try and cut. Oh no, he's going to go for.
We're going for the
He's
couple.
going for a block. He
Too
hasn't
hard.
achieved it. No.
We did have a good run with the cameras. We've got lots of people who suddenly want to do little drop-ins and photo bombing. Okay.
Yeah,
Take
nice
care of that.
clearance. Yep.
Couldn't get him much further away.
No.
He's a bit. Can't tell from here. Logan's in the way. Whether that hooping comes into play as well. Okay, so he's pacing it off. Yeah. I think that hoop may have been in the way. He couldn't get directly down to where he wanted. Well, he's brought it around on the slope though.
I still think the hoop's open though.
Yeah, I think it is, but that was a pretty good effort.
It's a pretty good effort. Yeah. But Edmund will be taking on the hoop here.
Not just bloody referees are hunting in packs now.
And 5-4 to Edmund.
Smashed it.
So it's the first time he's gone back into the lead for a while. So game all and 5-4 in the third. And Felix hasn't and Jack haven't started their second game yet.
And the singles over on the Australia Island lawns, looks like Robert won 7-1 in the first game. And the other first game is still going with the Irish in front 6-5. It's a nice brown. It's going to be very close to the hoop.
Very close.
Nice. Oh, it's
also
just laid over at the end there.
Yeah, but it also could be an in-off for white. So Edmund will be going at this brown.
Yeah, that brown in real life is a bit further away
Is it?
to the side.
Uh-huh.
It's still runnable, but
Yeah.
only just. And a bit less of an in-off than it looks like.
Right.
Might have been.
On the screen, yeah. Yes, probably the screen sort of rather shrinks things slightly. Oh, it's more off to the side than I thought it too.
He's still going. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, he's hit the hoop and... Well, he looks disappointed because that was pretty damn close.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a replay on that. How close was that? Oh, yes, it was very close.
Doubling up. A bit short. Now, pink is over in the just out of the corner. Might actually not be able to see brown. This could be a wiring situation here. Yep, doesn't look like he's just coming in just in case Brown jaws us. So it isn't as angry as it appears on the screen, but it is still squeezy. And he's just got
No
it through.
problem. Yep, 5-all.
Nice and close. Again, we've been pretty blessed with the closeness of these games.
They certainly have been, you know,
So
nail biters, no doubt about it.
White was offside after coming off that hoop, so
Yep.
it's being sent to the penalty point.
Yep.
Seems to be a bit more offside balls today than there was yesterday.
Which shows a lot more misses, really, doesn't it? So Edmund going to hoop 11, looking for a good position.
Struggle. Oh, it's going to get there.
It's just going to get
Yep.
there nicely.
Yep.
Yep. Certainly in a runnable position. Now Jamie going to take that white ball
Absolutely. Straight onto that.
out. Straight onto it. No thought about it. Yep. Taken out nicely. Probably a deepish ball, perhaps, or just on to the side here. No, just coming to the side. No, he's going right.
Straight
Yep,
front.
he's going right. He's quite happy to clear with the white on the green.
Yeah, well, Jamie's soft cleared, so I don't think white is it's out of shot.
Shot,
but I don't think it's that far, out of
away.
shot.
No,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, I can see it's now not that far, is it? No, it's only perhaps a 7-yarder, mate.
So Brown's taking pink. Another soft clearance, and he's missed.
He's missed. Now this gives Jamie, Edmund a really good chance of clearing this green and taking the game 6-5 up. Come on.
Someone's knocked it. It's on an angle.
All right.
Okay, rightio. Oh, he's missed as well.
He's missed as well. Oh,
well. Okay, so Boyd, Happy, our live stream guys had to go and find a camera that's falling over somewhere. So,
I'll adjust the camera, yeah. So knocked it.
so we're in charge.
We're in charge, yeah. Don't twiddle any knobs.
That was a nice shot.
Nice hold, yeah. So Jamie's did a nice clearance and held for hoop 11. It's always a very useful shot, is to be able to clear and hold. One of the most beneficial shots in the game.
What happened?
Nothing much, just clearing and holding.
Couple of
nice
shots
shots.
and a nice clearance. Yeah.
So pink is back in front as well.
Where is he, left or right?
So Brown's coming in from the left and White will be coming in from the right.
Right, yeah.
So Brown's gone too far, but it might have got in. Look to the block area on this shot from White at green. Although White is much further away than we thought.
You could be right. That's what I was thinking about it. Quite.
Yeah, a bit of a scratch of the chin and a bit of a ride look, wasn't it? I think he's going anyway. Yep. And he's got nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
No.
He hits the ball probably the hardest of all the players here.
I would say Ed.
Looking at the screen, the way that it behaves as it goes
Yeah,
past.
Ed is pretty. Ed Wilson's pretty. He hits the ball pretty hard too. But I think those would be the two, and probably Mohammed Nasser. Yes, it's pretty all pretty hard too.
That must be the Egyptian way of saying Ed, is it? Must be the Egyptian way of saying Ed. Where all the Eds are hitting it home.
So a jump coming up here.
Yeah, it was an interesting one with Green because it kind of got in there again and then just said, no, I'm going to go through. So yes, this is a jump for sure. It's not that far out. You know him better than me, so you're calling this one?
Yeah, I am a jump. Yep, I'm pulling this to you will get this. But perhaps I shouldn't speak before it's...
Contact curse. And it's...
Yeah.
Already got it. Yeah. You came through
So
a lot lower
6-5 to Edmund. One more point and we go a 3-0 lead.
Super turf. Already played?
As a manager, this is very nerve-wracking.
Have you turned your volume down too much over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably. I just have it. I just speak into my microphone. That's why I'm noisier.
That's a bit louder.
Yeah. So Jamie's got a nice ball into hoop 12. Edmund's up on the north boundary with white. I can't quite.
Well, pink did the jump, caught green as it went through and spun off a little bit to the
down
left.
in this
So
direction,
it's
I think.
low left, yeah.
Definitely didn't go straight anyway.
No. You need to update your score there.
Yeah.
6-5 to Edmund. So he's taking his ball on. It might be a bit of a double here on hoop 12.
Yeah, well, it might be. It's hard to tell from here. Oh, it looks better in real life, and he's got it.
Oh, what a shot! Wow.
Wow. So that is 7-5
That was
to
a bomb.
Edmund, and that means New Zealand have taken a 3-0 lead against England, so therefore they have at least 1 point.
Watch this again on the replay first.
And watch this on the replay.
Bang, what a way to win.
There was no doubt about that. Absolutely. A real Edmund sort of shot. Well, I'm going to leave you now. Thank you, and go and congratulate our
well done. Thanks
winner.
for joining us.
Thank you very much. And
all
it was
the
a
best
pleasure.
for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. And thanks,
And-
Marty.
And Marty, I don't know who we got coming up next. We'll have to have a look at who they're going to. No one's gave me any word, but we'll rack this coverage up, and we'll come back with stream number 3 a little bit later on. So the best way to actually stay up to date with what's coming up is to hit that little subscribe button down there and hit the bell, and then when we go live, you'll come through. How are the Aussies going, Marty, in this,
Well, we've got 3-0 lead in matches.
Yes.
In games on court, we're just starting game 2 up there where we're in front and we won game 1.
Yep.
And on this one here, we're still in game 1, and it's 6-5 to Ireland.
Okay, so I'll just bring up Croquet scores here, and you can have a look. Robert Fletcher 7 beat Robbo Donahue 1. That was 4 minutes ago. F.U. Essick
In fact, it's
got up
just
7-2 over.
It's now 7-5.
Reggie.
Ireland have won that first game in there. So
All right, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to New Zealand, getting a vital win to keep their defending championship alive. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did bringing it for you. And we'll be back in a little while with match number 3, day 2. So until then, it's ta-da and bye-bye for now. Hooroo, thank you.
Those eyes, desire will burn for years and miles. Can't change.